On this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, distinguished alumni, National Athletic Training Month, and new backpack rules. All this and more coming up next. Welcome back to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, Emily Baptista. The class of 2023 has added a new graduation requirement. Brooke has the details.
Current seniors missed out on sophomore swim and physical education due to COVID. However, completion of swim is a graduation requirement through the Illinois State Board of Education that seniors will need to achieve.
Well, we had a very unprecedented year several years ago with COVID. A lot of students didn't actually participate in the swim unit, but according to Illinois State Board of Education standards, we actually have to meet the standard of making sure that students have actually been proficient in swimming. Now, lots of students may have exclusions during the swim time, but the majority of the students would actually do swimming. This is a life-saving activity that we feel is very important, and so we wanted to make sure that we're not only giving the students an opportunity to swim and to make them more proficient at swimming, but then we're also meeting the Illinois State Board of Education guidelines, which requires us to make sure that they are proficient before they graduate in Neuqua Valley.
These sessions will be completed during option periods and ID scanning will be required. Teachers will be sharing student assignments, but check out nvhspe.com for more information and nequastudent.com/2023 for all things senior related. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Brooke Harrison.
Did you know that March is National Athletic Training Month? Aiden has the story.
March is Athletic Training Month to help spread awareness for the important work that all athletic trainers do.
We provide medical coverage for all of the athletes here at Neuqua. Outside of Neuqua, they could be in a collegiate setting with the military, martial arts, performing arts, all different industrial, different areas. So just making sure people are healthy and safe.
If you are an athlete, you can go see the athletic trainers before or after a practice or game in the athletic training room.
The room opens every day after the last bell, and it's open until the last practice or event ends. And then we're open on Saturday mornings until all events are done as well. They can come in either before practice, during a practice, if an injury occurs during practice, or after practice for post-care.
If you're interested in learning more about athletic training, you can go to the Athletic Training Club after school on Wednesdays from 2:15 to 2:45 in the athletic training room. Thank you to all the athletic trainers here at Neuqua, and for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Aiden Trainer.
Due to overcrowded halls, new backpack rules are coming to Neuqua after spring break. Dom has the details.
At the BFC, backpacks have become a bigger problem than ever. Due to these problems, we can expect new backpack rules when we come back from break.
So during COVID times, we went to allowing students to have backpacks for the first time in many years here at the Freshman Center. And what we have found now that we started that is we're having a lot of issues in the classrooms. They started out kind of minor, and then we've had some more serious issues. They're taking up a lot of space and giving us problems. So we've decided that coming back from spring break, we're going back to a no backpack policy at the Freshman Center. So if students need a locker, they're absolutely welcome to come down and get one of those. But as soon as we get back from spring break, no more backpacks.
In the past month alone, I think we've had at least one staff member and 3 students that have tripped over backpacks and had some injuries. So, I mean, even one injury is a big deal, and that needs to stop.
So up until 2019, we had a rule here at the BFC where all those backpacks were left inside the locker. This was basically due to congestion in the hallways and this being a smaller building. We kind of went away from that after COVID, just to allow kids to carry their things with them. But we realized that the hallways are still very congested in a small building. So we've decided post-spring break to go back to backpacks only in your lockers. And also with our new initiative, Back in the Pack with the cell phones will also go in the backpack in their lockers just to reduce distractions within the classroom.
To express your opinions on the new backpack rules, please submit this Google form by April 1st. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Dominic Desiderio Scioli.
What's up, Wildcats? Almost spring break. I'm Mr. Kennedy. Here's what's happening at Neuqua between today and Thursday, April 6th. Seniors, big deadline is coming up. In accordance with Illinois state law, seniors are required to complete the FAFSA or submit a FAFSA waiver prior to graduation. Graduation's almost here. The deadline to do this is April 1st. Be sure to take care of this prior to spring break. See Mrs. Del Castillo in the senior class house with any questions. Our athletic teams are very busy over spring break, competing all over the place. Baseball has 2 games at home versus Marmion on April 25th and against Bennett on April 4th. Go check out the Wildcat baseball team. April 4th is a competition-filled day here at Neuqua. Badminton versus Naperville North. Boys lacrosse plays Maine South. And girls soccer versus Naperville North. Softball has a doubleheader on March 28th against Oswego and April 5th versus Yorkville. Girls lacrosse plays the Lincoln Way Co-op at home on April 5th. For the entire athletic schedule over spring break, check out our neuquaathletics.org and note that all games are subject to change due to that unpredictable spring weather ahead. There's no school on April 3rd or 4th. If you are over 18, make sure to do your civic duty by voting on Election Day, April 4th. Local elections matter. Make your voice heard. And that's What's Up, Wildcats. Enjoy your spring break.
3 new candidates are being inducted for the Distinguished Alumni Award. Emily has the details.
And we look forward to the next quarter century of vanguards, of leaders, of strong, fierce people that will do the great work that were started by so many.
A tradition that began in the 2022 school year has returned to Neuqua, the Distinguished Alumni Award. The Distinguished Alumni Award celebrates specially selected graduates who have left a mark on their respective communities. Prior to the celebration, members of the Neuqua community are welcome to nominate any alum from the class of 2012 and prior. In 2022, 5 alum were inducted for the award, and now 3 new graduates, Brian Linden, Amelia Russell, and Dan Meany, will be celebrated with this award as well. If you know a Neuqua alumni worthy of this award, visit neuquastudent.org/alumni and fill out the nomination form for the 2024 nominees. Tune in on April 10th during the Neuqua Honor Awards to watch these 3 remarkable graduates receive the 2023 Distinguished Alumni Award. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Emily Baptista. Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great spring break and happy April Fool's Day, Wildcats.